Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, depending on when you're going to be watching this. My name is Catherine Spear, and I am the owner of Thermography Clinic NB. Yesterday, May 5th, we talked a little bit on my Facebook and Instagram Live about the lymphatic system and how important it is to your breast health. And I committed to you that I was attending a training session about dry brushing. And so today I'm here to teach you what I learned last evening. I actually did it on myself this morning, so I will be doing this daily and happy to share with any of you my results. So before we begin, let me first by saying I am not a doctor. I took training from a naturopathic doctor who is also a specialist in lymphatic drainage for the body, but specifically for the breast. So what I'm sharing with you is based on the training that I took with her last evening. And I do have notes so I don't miss anything. In addition to this, anybody that's listening to this that has had breast cancer, you've had, lymph nodes removed, you've gone through radiation, chemo, had a breast removed, mastectomy. Please note that this dry brushing exercise is not for you because of the lymph nodes that have been removed and compromised. There is a different set of steps for you that helps to reroute the lymph fluid in a different way. So I will be attending that training session next month and happy to share that with you. So first and foremost, one of the things that I learned last evening, which again was my why, I'd shared yesterday that I'm constantly questioning the why, the why, the why. So the further you get down in the whys, you get to the real answer. So one of the whys I've had for some time is, why is it that most women's breast on the left side is bigger than the right one? And yes, ladies, you're not alone. If you've ever thought, why do I have one breast bigger than the other? We all do. And most often it's on the left side. And the reason for that is because 80% of your lymph fluid runs on the left side. So the left side has a heavier burden than the right. So what the doctor shared with us is that most oftentimes if you have swelling, swelling in your arms, swelling in your abdomen, swelling in your knee or your ankle, typically it is on your left side because the lymph fluid, 80% of it runs on your left side. So the lymph system is so incredibly important. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize the level of importance that the lymphatic system plays. I always knew it was very important, but I didn't realize that it actually supersedes some of the other aspects of our body. And that's for another day. So let me share with you what they taught us last evening and what I did this morning. And it was actually a really great practice this morning. And I've listened and seen other videos about dry brushing, but I'll be honest with you, it didn't make as much sense as this process does, because first and foremost, you have to open up your lymphatic centers first so that you're not creating additional toxins moving, but yet not moving out. So first thing that we learned is that from the belly button up, all of that lymph fluid, all those toxins get drained with these lymph nodes underneath here, under the arms. So very important to be dry brushing and getting that lymphatic system moving. We talked yesterday about the lymphatic system doesn't get moved unless muscles get engaged. So especially if you're not somebody who's exercising consistently, dry brushing is going to be incredible for you. It's incredible for everybody, but more so if you're not able to, or you haven't been regularly exercising and getting that lymphatic system going. So, most important, again, I'm just getting the lymph going. And again, I'm looking at my notes because I don't want to miss anything. But again, it's activating the centers and opening them up before you do the lymphatic system or the dry brushing on the lymphatic system for the breast. So we're going to get started first and foremost under the clavicle. So here where your collarbone sits, you're going to take 2 fingers and you always start on your left side. That's very important to start on your left side. So take 2 fingers and you come down underneath your collarbone or your clavicle, and where that second finger sits, this is where you're going to start brushing, and you're going to brush to the left because remember, you're pushing it out to the lymph nodes here. So you're going to do this in circular motion, and you can do it with your fingers if you wish, if you don't have a brush. Remember, your dry brush has very soft bristles, It is not meant to be brushing hard. You're not meant to, peel off skin. It's not like brushing your hair. It's very gentle motion. And you're going to go to the left and you're going to do this. She says anywhere from, a minute to 3 minutes. I did 2 minutes up here to open up all the centers. And then I did a minute on each breast. And I'll show you as I do this. So go this way. So just take your brush. And again, you're going to go in just in circular motion. When you're done on the left side, you're going to do the exact same thing on the right side. And remember, you're brushing this way first. So you're always going towards under the armpit. Okay. And that's that 2 fingers under the clavicle. Once you're done that, then you move to a place called the watershed. Again, something new I learned. So the watershed is right about here. It's kind of that indent here on top of the clavicle. And this is what drains everything here coming down in. So you've got to stimulate those and get them opened. So again, you can take your brush if you wish, or it's just very gentle pulsing movements over the top of the watershed. And again, I did this for 2 minutes here this morning. So then after you've done that, you're going to turn around, and I'll turn around in a second, but I'm going to give you a frame of reference. So on the back of your neck, it's that very first vertebrae that sticks out. That's the area you're going to go to. So I'm going to turn around so you can see the back of my neck. So right here where that bone is, that's where you're going to start. And you're going to go again in a circular motion, and you're going to do that for 2 minutes as well. Once you're done that, again, that's opening up another center. Once you're done that, then you're going to come back with your brush, and you're going to brush from the top of your armpit down, and just like this. And you're going to do that on the left side first, and you're going to do that for 2 minutes, and then you're going to flip over and you're going to do the right side. Again, start at the very top of the armpit, and then you're going to brush down. And that opens up that center. That's a very key center to open up. Once you're done under the arms, then you're going to start brushing the breasts. And brushing the breast, again, I learned a lot. There's lots of videos out there on dry brushing, but none of them that I've seen that actually teach you to open up the centers first, because that's what's very important. So now you're going to brush the breast, and all you're going to do is hold your arm up if you can, and you're going to start brushing up. Remember, do not brush the nipple or the areola region, because those are extremely sensitive and you don't need to brush those. So you're going to brush up, 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 and then here you're going to come down, 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 and then over, over, and over. And again, you're going to do that starting on the left side and then on the right side. So again, on the right side, you're going to brush up. So right from the 12 o'clock, right from the nipple. So brush up, 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 and then down, 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 here, across, across, across. And you're going to do that for a minute on each breast. After you've done that, I want to show you a point that she shared with us. Remember, I shared with you from the belly button up is where we drain. Well, there's another key center. And remember, you're brushing inwards this way. So you're probably wondering, well, where is that lymph going, right? Well, it's going right here. So right where your ribs start to meet here, there's a point. So you can see it here and you can feel it. So she had shared with us that if you push in on that and that is sore or tender, that means that you've got lymph congestion. So that's a really good indication that that needs some work here. So again, it's just that area right there, but that's another key center. So what you're going to do is you're going to rub this center again towards the left first, and you're going to do that with your fingers, or you're going to do that with your dry brush. And again, you're going to go from left to right. You're going to brush that for about a minute. Then once you're done that, you've activated that. So remember, you've pushed everything this way from when you were brushing down and out. You're going to activate that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your brush and you're going to brush out and up to where the lymph nodes are. That takes all of this away. So down from that point and around the bottom of your breast. And then once you're done that, you're going to do the right side, same thing, down and up. And that will get the lymph flowing better in your breast, especially if you wear bras all the time. You know, I do know people that wear a bra 24/7. So they go to bed, they have a bra on. You've got to be able to get that lymph moving. It's very important because those toxins sit and they cannot get out. And so for a woman's breast health and breast tissue, it's extremely important to do that. And then I just want to make sure, oh, after you're done all of this, make sure that you do it before you take a shower in the morning, or maybe you take a shower in the evening. So do that before you take your shower, so that when you get in the shower, everything is now open. And so that hot water and the steam will also help to move that lymph fluid a little bit faster. Last thing I want to leave you with, and I hope this was beneficial, but if you want to have a guide, so we did get a guide along with the training as well. If you'd like to have the guide instead of listening to this video every day as you learn how to do this, please send me a private message. I'll send it out to you. In addition to that, also consider what you put underneath your armpits, knowing that your lymph nodes are here, and this is what cleans out, all of the toxins from your belly button up, and it's all residing here. Please consider using an aluminum-free deodorant. At the health food stores, there's all kinds. Young Living has a really great one, or a couple actually now, that is made with Young Living oils. Or you can do what I've done. 2 years ago, I stopped using it altogether. And yes, when you're first detoxing, yes, you do smell, but that's where, it's lovely when you have a purse, you can carry some, wet face cloths with some soap, and you can wash yourself a couple times a day. For me, it was just really important because, as you all know, I had a breast health scare, which led me to opening up a thermography clinic. So for me, putting anything there is not good because my lymph drainage cannot continue. So again, you have choices, right? Aluminum-free deodorant, or take the time, detox your body and your lymph, and then you'll be fine. So having said that, if you have any questions on this video, please feel free to private message me, leave me a message on social media. I'm happy to talk with you and help you along the way with your breast health. Have a great day.